Stacey Madison with top pair. She's jousting with Will Kassouf, who turned a straight flush. 225,000 from Madison.
225,000.
Still gonna keep bluffing me? You know I like to gamble with the nuts, right? With the redraw to the coconuts. Or the monkey nuts, whatever the absolute coconuts.
He has the absolute nuts. Not sure what the coconuts are.
You must have the ace of hearts, right? You got the redraw? Nut, redraw, nut.
Kassouf used to be a lawyer, and he was a natural litigator. Boy, can he talk.
So he asked to switch from the 1 to the 6. And Dewey's buddy, because Dewey doesn't speak.
You want to gamble, young lady?
His buddy's like, look him up on
yes or no?
This is what he does.
You know I like to gamble with the nuts, right?
And he made like 2 more queen high.
I got the best
So many of them. Yeah, the one versus Roberto.
We're going to gamble? Yeah. Let's gamble with the nuts. I'm all in.
Riz, all in.
Yeah,
He has Madison well covered, so this would be for all her chips.
All right. I got it.
No, you got the draw, but I got the best hand.
Okay, well, I'm willing to gamble. I can't call with that. Look, there's over 1 million in the pot. You only got like 6, 7 behind.
No,
Like
I have
1.2.
900,000 behind.
Yeah,
870.
I'm willing to gamble anyway. I can't call. I don't want to be a fish and just call and see the river
you
go.
probably got me.
I'll get my chips in
I was
good.
ripping river. You back with the king of spades.
What do you think I have?
Top pair?
Of course.
And a heart?
Against you, of course, I'm rivering the flush.
King of hearts, queen of hearts, something like that?
That's so sick.
You might be winning at the moment. I'm willing to gamble. I think I'm winning. I might be wrong.
You're definitely not winning.
Okay. If
You
you're
weren't
winning, you have to
happy
call.
about the raise. I mean, I have to call.
If you're winning, you have to call, right? You think you're winning. If you think you're winning, you have to call.
Yeah, right. That's
I don't know what she
right.
has anyway. She's got top pair with a hard draw, yeah. Let's gamble anyway. You might even be ahead.
Why would I want to gamble at the main event?
Well, I've got a big heart. That's why I got big heart. That's why I shifted it. I've got no heart here. I just shifted like a boss. I got big heart. Big heart. You might have the ace of hearts, but I got the big heart. Heart of a lion. You playing to lather up or you playing to win? I'm playing to win, so I play for it all.
Yeah, but you're not gonna win with 178 players left. You know this, right?
If I can win
It's
this,
a long
it's
time.
a long way. But I'm willing to gamble. You're probably ahead. If you got top pair and a heart, you're probably ahead. But I'm willing to gamble. I'm willing to gamble. It's all right.
I'm not gonna put my tournament life on this. I think I have the best hand.
Smartphone.
Ace queen. That's it. Wow. That's it. One pair. You're gonna call it one pair. Unbelievable. Can I show the cameras without showing the players?
You cannot say anything that influences the action of the hand. Saying what's in the pot, you cannot
But
say
she
that.
keeps saying to me
You
that she's got the
cannot
best
say.
hand.
You cannot say what's in the pot. Anything that influences the action, you
All
cannot
these,
say.
like, he's like doing, you're like breaking all these rules, and they're not giving you a penalty. They're not doing anything
The
for it.
decision's on you, young lady, and you don't need to go on about it.
I'm just.
World Series officials on scene to keep it within bounds.
I want you to call. I told you. Good luck to you. But I did say I'll keep it friendly because it's you and it's a friendly table. If you fold and show, I will show. I'll keep it friendly.
No way.
But I want you to call 100%. I'm not talking about my
How
hand.
come his hand is still live when he?
I'm just saying you don't put me on this hand. That's all I said.
Action's on you.
Yeah, I know, but I
Action's
mean.
on you.
Isn't the rule talk to influence action? You can't
gonna
talk
have
to
a-
influence action.
He has. He's telling me he wants me
I
to
will be
call.
having discussion with this gentleman after this hand is over.
I mean, why wouldn't you want to bust me?
I'm not trying to bust you.
Sir? I'm not going to ask you again.
Okay.
Will's talk is fine until they tell him it's not. Now LaFleur says he cannot talk.
Tournament director Jack Effel right on Kassouf's shoulder.
Well, now he's talking without speaking. He's pushing it.
I'm going to handle this one. Thank you, sir.
I need a lot of time here to make a decision. I'm sorry.
Will has put Stacey all in. Stacey has the best hand.
Hey, Floor, how about a clock? We all have to
Stablemate Mitch Garsofsky has called the clock on Stacey.
If you have an active, you will get a 10-second countdown. At the count of 0, your hand will be dead. You know, it's a big decision.
All right, slow down.
Usually I'm in favor of calling the clock, but she has been under siege most of the time from Will Kassouf. I would have given her a little more room.
The floor person does have the authority to deny a clock request.
I'm going to ask you real quick. The next
I didn't
time
say what.
if you make one more gesture like that,
Okay. I'm just trying to be friendly with the lady.
this is not friendly.
Okay.
Okay?
I was told I can't
want to see
say
you.
another
I don't
word.
want to see you move. You and I are going to have a conversation when this
I'll
hand is
apologize.
over, okay?
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
She
You want to
folds.
see it?
Yeah, I want to.
Sick bluff. Turn the double gutter and missed. Never mind. 9 high like a boss. No heart. Big heart of a lion.
9 high like a boss.
4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Will in a hand with pro Jason Gooch. Will just river trip aces.
Make it nice and colourful.
Kassouf appears to be entertaining himself.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Easy game, isn't it? 3, 4, 5. All right.
Kassouf could put the Dalai Lama on tilt.
Gooch is a 31-year-old Texas poker pro playing his first main event. Gooch calls with aces and kings, and he will lose that pot. Yes, folds to Kassouf, who's got a real hand, queens. 150 is the raise, and no announcement.
Yeah, 1 raise, no speech.
Pals all in with jacks.
Are you all right? You got your flight to catch?
I do have a flight to catch tomorrow, but I might change it.
Wow,
He likes
really?
you. He likes you.
No need to push it back with pocket jacks.
By the way, I'm giving you a minute this time. I'm not.
Have you laddered? You laddered?
Yep.
Oh, you've laddered. Okay, I'll call.
I want jacks.
Pal is at risk, and he's way behind.
God's sake, man. How many times am I going to run
Yeah,
jacks
you got
into
lucky with
freaking
ace
queens,
queen.
man?
You got lucky with ace queen against Wall.
God's sake,
Ow.
man. Me.
He waited.
Queens versus jacks. Obviously queens. Coconuts.
How bad do I run?
How bad do you run? Leave me
What
out.
do you mean, how bad?
Leave
What do you want me to
Get it
do?
in
Like,
good. I'll get it in good against
I
you
know.
twice. 9s, I lost to your ace queen.
You know what?
It's not getting you good,
I
that's
just
a
saw
flip.
jacks flop quad jacks earlier on
that
my
happens.
tables.
Right, let me get. I'm standing up for this bad beat. Let me watch it with you guys.
All
only a
London,
million
all
chips,
in
man.
again. Law guy versus finance guy.
Queens.
You can afford to lose $1 million. Come on, Will.
Yeah, you
Help,
can
help,
Pardon?
help a Brit out.
Right in the cheap seats.
Jack high, Jack of
Brick,
diamonds,
brick,
first
brick.
card.
put an 8, 9,
Break.
10 there. 8, 9, 10.
Flop, no jack. Pal may not need to change that flight.
It comes 6 on the turn. 6 on the turn.
Jack of diamonds on 10.
You'll be all right,
Put a
son.
9 there.
Straight to Jack of
Put a
diamonds.
9
You'll be all
there.
right.
Put a
Jack of
9 there.
diamonds.
Sweat. 9. Let's go.
Brick.
Another 8 is not a jack.
Oh, big sweat now. Big sweat.
Pal's gotta have a jack.
And it's a 9 on the river.
It's an
There it
8
is.
on the river.
Top.
Kassouf finds queens just in time to knock out Rupon Pal. Under the gun +1. Lau, reaching for Lavenders, must have a hand. Ace-king. A raise to 225. Will Kassouf with pocket 9s.
Big hands for the 2 most active players at this table and 2 players who don't seem to care much for each other.
9s were not kind to Lau as Fernando Pons doubled through Lau, holding 9s against Lau's aces.
535.
A re-raise to 535. Abu Ghazal now with jacks.
38-year-old Israeli-born amateur, works in real estate. Pocket jacks with 18 big blinds. He'd usually shove, but he's staring at a raise and a re-raise in front of him.
And a pay bump coming, no middle ground for Adi.
Big decision.
Best turn. No bluff.
And though Lau and Kassouf are very active, here they have both raised from early position, so either one could have a big hand.
As you mentioned, with his stack, it's all or nothing for Adi.
Big lay down.
He opts for nothing.
That was a big laydown. Abu Ghazal did not want to risk his main event in that spot. Can't blame him.
Cristoforu on the button with queen tray of hearts.
Clock. Such an idiot.
All art folds the big blind back to Lau now with ace-king, and he's going to make a quick call.
Think about it. Think about it, Gokman. No? Don't even think about it. Snap call.
Yeah, why should someone act quickly?
Heads up now. Lau and Kassouf again. 10 and 10 and a queen. Lau with a Broadway draw. Lau checks to the pre-flop aggressor. Kassouf with 2 pair of 9s and
550.
10s on board. 550.
This is a Hatfield-McCoy situation, and McCoy's got the better of it right now.
That's more than a third of the pot. Lau with the draw and 2 overs. Plus, it's Will Kassouf. You want to get the best of Will Kassouf if you're playing with him, and there is the call. Almost $2.5 million up for grabs. Turn card. 8 of spades. Lau checks again.
They're both stubborn. They both don't like each other much. It's a good thing there is a dealer between the two of them. We should try that line.
Exactly. Kassouf. He wants a piece of Lau as much as Lau wants a piece of him. He opts not to bet.
Well, not to nitpick, but he could have checked 3 seconds sooner.
Another queen counterfeiting Kassouf, so Lau's ace with a 2 pair on board is best.
Just a terrible card for Kassouf.
Lau will check a 3rd time.
As you mentioned, Kassouf's 2 pair no longer good. The pocket nines have been counterfeited. He can't win the pot now unless he bets at it. Will he fire?
He has the chip stack to speculate.
1.25 million.
Half the pot and a wee bit more.
Yeah, he fires, trying to get Lau off of his ace high.
The name of the game in Hold'em is put your opponent in a tough spot, and that's exactly where Lau is.
The pace of play is so slow, many of the players here have left the table and are forming support groups nearby.
And no speech from Kassouf here. Lau doesn't know what to make of that.
No speech from Kassouf and no give up from Lau. He doesn't want to give it up.
Will's not supposed to talk here, so he's following directions at least.
Clock this.
And he calls a clock.
You have 50 seconds to act on your hand. If you haven't acted, there will be a 10-second countdown. At the count of 0, your hand would be dead.
Yeah, a fold from Lau.
9 high like a boss. Counterfeited. Sake. My life. Nice got ace high in this coup. Calls on. Put that on the blog. 9 high like a boss.
Win with grace, lose with grace. Not part of Will Kassouf's makeup.
We get back to our featured table.
Thought I eat a Snickers bar. Just let you know, gambling with the nuts.
Gambling with the nuts. The guy even has props.
Unless I get counterfeited, of course. I get the nuts to fold. How much it? 2. Right, 1.5 behind.
I think the table is weary of Will.
You're not bluffing, are you? No, I don't think so. I better just call them.
Gazal opened under the gun with King Jack of clubs. Kassouf calls on the big blind with ace-6 of clubs.
Nuts, please, dealer. Nuts.
Top pair for Will.
Oh, not bad.
No clubs.
It's a good flop for my hand. I'm telling you now. Being friendly. It's a good flop for my hand. Oh, wow. No C-bet? There you go, ace high.
Trips for Will now.
That's a silly card.
With only 15 big blinds left, a C-bet was dangerous territory for Gazal. Plus Kassouf outflopped him, and now he's outturned him too.
I'll put it on the turn. Good card, but just in case you're slow playing.
Kassouf playing it tricky.
And talking with his mouth full.
See that?
River card. That hits Gazal, unfortunately for him.
Don't tell me you hit the king now. It's a cooler if you hit the king. I'll definitely win him before that card came.
And Kassouf now with tricky speech play.
No, we won't break. We won't break. I think it's 50. No, they're breaking the table at 55. Is that what it says? Yeah. I think when you won, she was on my table the day after as well. No. So she's
445. All right. You got it, man. You got it. You got it? I think I have it. I got it, man. I got it.
He's got something.
Listen, tell me what you got. I'll tell you if I want you to call. Depending on what you have, I want you to call.
Nice to talk much when you hit your card, huh?
Sorry?
It's nice when you hit your card, huh?
When I well, you hit the king?
No, you.
No,
Nice
I haven't
to
hit the
talk.
king. If you hit the king, you have to call.
You call.
Ouch.
Will very pleased with himself, like Napoleon after the Battle of Austerlitz.
Ruffler's gonna ruffle.
Kassouf and Kakwan Lau back at it. Lau raised from the button with ace-queen. Kassouf with pocket nines and the big blind.
These two can't get out of each other's way. They should just go and get their own dealer.
Not unlike a hand between these two we saw a short time ago. Nines have really tortured Lau recently.
The best hand at the moment, that's what I'm saying. If you fold and show, I'll show. I'll keep it friendly. I'm not making a move. Big hand. I don't need to hit anything. I'm not going to raise you light out of position to. I'll call if out of marginal hand, so. Big hand. It's just before the break, so not making a move. You fold and show, I'll show. 100% I got you beat. I think with your hand, you got 3 outs. That's all I'm saying.
3 outs pre-flop? That's interesting. I don't know. This is why the colonies broke away. Taxation without representation and faulty math. 3 outs?
Lau calls Kassouf's 3-bet. 10-7-10 spooky. Their previous showdown had 2 10s in the flop.
This is the great part about the main event. Long days, long levels, and you really get to know your opponents. It's quite a mental tug of war.
Kassouf with the best hand.
800,000.
He's going to lead out for 800,000, hoping Lau doesn't have a 10 in his hand. Lau did miss.
So you have the best hand pre-flop, on the flop. I'll show you because it's the break now. You fold show, I'll show. Big hand. No bluffing.
If you fold and show, I'll show. Coming to a theater near you soon.
Keeping it friendly, that's all.
That's a call.
And Lau keeps it friendly with a call. A raise would have been unfriendly.
Turn card, tray of clubs. Kassouf still best.
You think I'm bluffing?
Kassouf just never stops playing with your mind. It's quite a fascinating weapon of his, and it often works.
Almost
1.5
3 million in the pot, and that's about half the pot that he bets.
That's 1.5.
Told you, no bluffing, man. I'll keep it friendly with you. You fold and show, I'll show. I've got the best hand. Pre-flop, on the flop, on the turn.
Unbeknownst to Kassouf, Lau does not speak a word of English.
No bluffing. We're on a break now, so I will show you 100%. If you fold and show, I'll show.
Now, if he switches to Spanish, that's a different story. There's a call from Lau.
Lau's called the flop and the turn, maybe to bluff the river, or maybe because he thinks he's getting bluffed.
Look at that pot, almost 6 million in the middle. The river card. King of hearts, and Kassouf dodges distress.
But the king might scare Kassouf. Ace-king certainly in Lau's range.
Lau had ace-king last time these two matched up, but it's ace-queen this time. A check from Kassouf. Check back. And Kassouf will take that pot.
Nines like a boss. Kassouf has Lau's number.
Lau learning firsthand your table draw can be key to your championship hopes. Kassouf's verbal game paying big dividends. That hefty pot moves him over 14 million. Bolesnik has to rebuild his stack and do it here on day 7 or go home. King Jack, a raise to 500,000. Will Kassouf has been pretty quiet lately. Ace-10 of diamonds, though.
Started with about 9.
Sorry?
With about 9.
He's getting a bit short-stacked. Maybe that counts for the being quiet business.
Short stack at this table. Kassouf calls. Anybody else? Nope. So heads up, Bolesnik and Kassouf.
Me and the master. What, you raise and then you look, Jared? Wow, different gravy. Wow.
All right, here's the flop. King 10-9, 2 diamonds. They both like that.
Action floplon like in the movie.
Just like in the movies. Yeah, I've heard it before. Hey, I saw Suicide Squad, and there was no action flops in that movie.
Okay.
Blesnik has the action. Top pair and a gut shot. 650,000. Kassouf with middle pair and nut flush draw.
They come from all over to hear Will's famed speech play, but it's still on hiatus.
Standard C-bet, right? Bet whatever comes.
I stand corrected.
Okay. In case you're bluffing.
He calls. Turn card now. 6 of diamonds, and Kassouf scores the nut flush. Blesnik.
Got any diamonds? Have a look, have a look. I don't want you to make a mistake, please. If you double me up and you misread your hand, that'd be awful. I don't want to take your chips by default. I've looked.
Will's regained his voice.
Have a look, just in case. But if you know what you have, fair enough. That's good.
Blesnik has no diamonds. He checks.
Check.
Wow, slow down, huh? I'm gonna fire a second bullet. Find out where you are. I must be ahead then, right? You want me to bet or you want me to check? What do you want me to do? Talk to me. Don't be shy. Heads up. Say what you like. Cameras are rolling. If you don't say anything, I might have to bet here. Might even be bluffing with the best hand.
To me, Will's speech play is fascinating because it really is high risk, high reward. He uses it to take advantage of his opponent, but he potentially gives away a lot of stuff himself. The better players, I think, can exploit it.
With the nut flush.
And yes, Cliff, I agree. He takes way too long to act.
That is his main crime.
Clock.
Matt Moss agrees with me and Cliff.
I've got a legit hand here. I'm just thinking what to do. Not wasting time. I'm just thinking, I don't want to bet here and he jams on me and I've got a decision.
Tanking with the nuts.
You and I are going to get along really well.
How long do I have? 1 minute?
40 seconds plus the 10 at this point.
Fine. Make a thin value bet, find out where I am.
Fires
You got it, you got
away.
it.
1.5.
$1,510,000.
I know if I check the turn, you're going to bluff me on the river, so.
1.5.
I'm going to show him and fold.
And there's the fold.
I had it.
Maybe just don't say anything while it's his turn, because it's only going to slow things down.
He started it, I didn't say anything.
Yeah, I'm telling him to not say anything.
He can say what he likes.
Yeah, he can say what he likes, but it's just going to slow you down even more.
Oh, is it? I don't mind. I've got all day.
What? I don't even understand the advantage you're getting out of this. Like, it's just
I'm
wasting your own
thinking.
time.
I've got a hand here.
The camera's on him. What do you mean? That's the advantage he's getting.
All right, hang on.
I think I'll edit this bit out.
Kassouf's like a low-grade fever. You keep expecting it to go away, but it doesn't.
6-10.
Will's welcome, wearing thin here with 25 players left. He raises to 610,000. Veo folds, Novinsky folds to the big blind, Matt Moss. King 7.
Moss bothered a bit by Kassouf and bothered enough to call him with a bad hand out of the big blind.
Always dangerous, playing right into Will Kassouf's hands. Heads up, here's the flop. Queen, ace, 6. Moss comes up empty. Kassouf hates those overcards. It's check to Will. Will checks back. Turn card. Another queen. Moss checks again.
Kassouf unusually subdued this hand.
Kassouf checks again. River card. Another 6. So Moss is playing the board to pair with the ace. And now Moss looking at his chips. 2 pretty even stacks to start the hand. He bet 635.
Only way you can win the pot, right? Bluff at it. Figuring you're playing the board. So if I think you're playing the board, I don't know if I can pass, can I? I have to look you up, especially with this big hand. Slow played this hand as well. Even thinking of raising you here for value, but that will waste another 3-4 minutes. Just make sure I still got it. 635.
Board.
Kassouf rubs salt in the wound with the whirly-bird tabling of the cards. Wild Bill Hickok used to do that.
Kassouf climbs a couple of notches on the leaderboard with that pot.
122.40. Okay.
I'm your only fan.
You are a fan. Yeah, you know what? I'll keep it friendly just because you're my neighbour. Because I like you. I should really raise with this hand.
I'm the only guy who doesn't hate you here.
Exactly. I don't know if he's good. Do you all hate me? He loves me. I'm like Marmite back in the UK. You either love me or you hate me.
I said I
don't hate you.
Hate's a strong word.
Hate's a strong word.
That's a
Yeah.
very strong word.
All I'm going to say is hate is going to hate.
I'm just disdainful of you.
They see me
It's not like
rolling.
you.
They're hating. Bad boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when I come for you? Bad boys. Yeah.
If
Want
we
me
laugh,
to
he
serenade?
won't That's the problem.
I'm gonna have to serenade you all now. Yeah.
But at least he's.
I'm coming. I told you. Whoever doubles me up, you get a free rub down.
something different.
I don't charge. You get a free rub down. I've said that line, but I'll stick to it. I'm a man of my word. You get a free rub down if you double me up.
Who's it on?
I'm just looking at my
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You thought correct. Good observation. It's on me. This guy over here. This sicker in the small blind. I think I'm taking the donk lead like a boss. Thinking about it, I might have to do it as well. Protect my hand. Oh dear, Valentine. What do I do, Valentine? I've got to protect my hand, man. I've got the best hand at the moment, that's all I'm saying.
420,000.
No bluffing. You know me, I got my chips in good.
Illinois business owner Chad Freed, who finished 70th at this main event, told me he calls the 7-deuce the whip, worst hand in poker.
Okay. 2 overs, right?
5 of diamonds, and Kassouf turns the straight, playing 7-deuce.
Kassouf has turned the worst hand in poker into the best hand at the moment.
I've got to find out. 900.
Half the
Find out
pot
now.
again.
You got it.
Boy, I don't see Valentine surrendering here easily. Blind versus blind. He's got top pair with a draw to an 8-high straight.
Kassouf now just with a 7-high
It's only
straight.
folding, man. Got the best hand at the moment.
There's the
Wow.
call.
Really?
Another 5, another undercard to Vorniku's 6s.
What a run out for Kassouf. With 7-deuce, flops a gut shot, turns a straight, and he knows he's good here on the river.
Give you a discount.
$1,280,000.
That is a discount. Beware the bargain, Valentine.
What do you have, Valentine? Tell me what you got. I'll tell you if I want you to call. If you haven't called by now, I think how much have you been? What do you have? Be honest. Tell me what you got. I'll tell you if I want you to call. Depending on what you have is whether I want you to call or not.
I think Will just lost his only fan at the table. Will chipping up, Valentine chipping down.
Let's get back to our feature table.
What's the bet?
Will Kassouf with ace-queen on the button. Here's that young Canadian Mike Nowitzki raised under the gun to 525. Mike has king-jack of hearts.
Will never seems to know what the bet is. It's as if he just sat down mid-hand.
1.3.
Kassouf with a re-raise to $1,000,003. He's got the bigger stack.
I'm not making a move. Had a weekend, I'll flat call on the button. But if you fold and show, I'll show. You fold and show this one, I'll show. Not bluffing. Get my chips in good.
I get my chips in good. That's got to be a Donald Trump campaign slogan, no?
Nowitzki calls for $775 more to go up against Will Kassouf. All right, here's the flop. It is 5-4-8, 2 hearts, a flush draw for Nowitzki. Kassouf, though, has the best hand with ace high. It's check to Will.
Next year, no repeats. I will provide paper and pencil at every seat so you can write down your cards and keep it in front of you.
Will, as you have seen, has come under fire for his casual approach to speedy play.
1.7.
That is 1.7.
No bluff hand. Best hand pre-flop, best hand on the flop. Okay, my chips are good.
Nowitzki with a flush draw and 2 overs. He could go a little nuts here like a Justin Bieber presale.
Nowitzki needs to do the right thing, separate the emotions from the logical response. And he calls.
Nowitzki opting not to check raise there, playing it safe.
For the record, Mike took twice as long to call as Will did to bet.
Oh, we have to note that.
Turn card 9 of diamonds misses both.
Well, he did take twice as long. Nobody's got a hand, and indeed the pace of play has slowed to a crawl.
Nowitzki with the action checks.
The rest of the table getting impatient and frustrated.
Kassouf checks back. River card is the ace of spades. Kassouf with the pair of aces as Nowitzki misses. Mike checks to Will.
Wow, thought you were going to rep it on the river. Missed your flush draw?
Yes, he did.
Pair and a flush draw? About 9, 10 of hearts, right?
Well, if you put him on 9, 10 of hearts, you're probably going to bet, preferably before Halloween.
This table is all about you, William. Remember that. It's all about you.
It's all about me. Thank you. Thank you. The cameras are all. It's all. Hey,
Is the clock going?
Start the clock.
No, they said no.
Why?
Why?
It has to be 2 minutes or more.
Exactly.
It has not been 2 minutes.
I know you guys are being impatient. It hasn't been 2 minutes.
You have to be kidding, right?
No, hasn't been long enough. You've heard, that's the ruling.
This is a joke.
Clock.
No.
Now it's been 2 minutes.
It's not been
We
2
have
minutes.
Sufficient time. Clock has been requested. You have 50 seconds to act on your hand. If you haven't acted, you'll get a 10-second countdown. When the count reaches 0, your hand would be dead.
There's no
How can
bet
it
to
be
it.
They're
dead?
not facing a decision. That's
Yeah.
the thing. It's like we would give you time
can't
if
be
you were
dead.
Just so you
facing
know,
a
after
decision.
2 minutes, I'm calling the clock every single time. He's on the clock after 2 minutes every hand. Okay, just so you know.
Just give him the time he deserves.
The table putting Will Kassouf on a short leash, actually more of a choke collar.
$3 million. Wow. Got it through.
He had a $3 million chip hand on the river.
The clock helped me out there.
On the 10-year anniversary of Jamie Gold winning the main event, we have a similar character dominating the featured table, Mr. Will Kassouf.
Well, Jamie dominated with his talk and his chip stack. Will's not dominating his opponents as much as he's terrorizing them. In poker, not every moment is a big decision. Some things are automatic, like crossing the street. Some roads have no cars, so you cross quickly. Some roads have a lot of cars, so you wait. But on the street, you might be the only person waiting. At the poker table, everyone waits. At the main event, the viewers and the announcers also wait. So let's cross the street.
All in.
Will is really getting the most out of his first ever World Series of Poker cash.
All in with steam. You steaming?
Moss
You tilting?
re-raised all in with a suited ace.
Wow. You steaming? You got a legit hand then, Matt.
Moss not in the mood for chit-chat.
We can't talk. We're heads up. No more action. You're going all in.
Moss just under 20 big blinds.
You want me to call? Yes or no? Simple question. Trying to just get information from our opponent. That's within the rules, right?
Very simple, 1 player per hand. I can bring Jack up here.
1 player per hand means 1 person looking at a hand, is what
I'm not discussing anything about this. This is ridiculous.
The guy's gone all in. I've got a genuine decision here. I actually think this is a race.
I don't get the 1 player per hand interpretation here. Will should seek counsel.
And that is World Series top dog on the floor, Jack Effel, being brought up to speed. And looks like Jack wants to make a point with Will.
You don't say anything, no matter. The gentleman's gone all in. I was just asking, do you want me to call? You got big hand and whatever. I'm just engaging conversation. I'm not disclosing contents of my hand or his hand or said anything about it. I'm just trying to get...
So technically, it's really none of your business what he wants you to do.
Well, he's gone all in, so there's no more action. So I'm not influencing any action.
I understand that, but here's the deal. The deal is the decision is on you,
I
and not on
that.
him. He's already made his decision.
That's exactly my point, Jack.
So if he doesn't want you to talk to him, then don't talk to him.
He didn't say he doesn't want me to talk to him.
Nobody wants to talk to you.
Excuse me, you're not in the hand.
You're right, but nobody wants to talk to you.
I have a hand. I think I have the best hand. I'm trying to engage in conversation to get a read from
But
him.
he doesn't want to talk to you.
He doesn't have to talk to me, but I'm still allowed to ask a question, right?
This is part of the wasting time thing we've had a problem with.
Here's what's happening. You're making it for a very unprofessional, inappropriate time for these guys.
Right.
Okay? We've had this conversation a few days ago.
I understand that. I don't think I'm breaking the rules.
I've let you play. However, when it gets to where it's disruptive, where it's disturbing these guys, where it's making it to where they can't make their decisions or where they feel like it's being unfair, then I gotta step in and tell you to be quiet.
That's fine, but it's not affecting his decision. He's gone all in. I'm the one with the decision. So I'm trying to ask my opponent to get the information from my opponent. This is the whole point of speech play.
And they're telling you to be quiet.
Well, it's up to this gentleman. I'm in the pot with this gentleman. There's no more action. We're heads up.
Here's what I'm going to tell you. You need to pay attention to your actions.
I understand that.
You need to play your hand. And he doesn't want to be talked to. Right now, I've been over here for over a minute.
I don't mean
and
to
you're
be
over here talking to me. You're holding the game up for all of these guys.
I'm trying to explain my situation.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to tell you.
I don't mean to.
I want you to be respectful to everybody at the table. I want you to play your game. And I don't have a problem putting you back on penalty so these guys can play poker.
I wouldn't want that to happen.
So if you want to hold the game up,
No, not at
you
all.
want to be disrespectful to everybody else, we will go over here to the side after this hand.
No, that's fine. How much is the bet?
He has been within the rules, and he has been a jerk.
Oh, come on. Gotta be kidding me. He's ticking for 5 minutes now. He wants to know how much it is.
He was told to stop talking, but he wasn't told to stop taking his time. And standing here is no accident. He knows how to thumb his nose at the table.
4,077 total.
This is a calculated, systematical deceleration of normal table play, and it infuriates everyone else here.
Wow.
Clock.
Wow. It's not been that long.
Clock.
Since
9 minutes.
No, since the rule.
It took you 10 minutes to ask for his chips count.
I have a genuine decision. I'll even show the hand.
Before he spoke to Mr. Ethel, he
please?
took 5 minutes.
He didn't even ask for a count before he started talking.
Guys, stop talking.
Please.
No offense. Gone. So I think it's a reasonable amount of time for sure, and you are on a 50-second clock and then a
Fine.
10-second countdown.
That's
Period.
fine, Jack. That's fine. I've got a decision. I'll even show the hand. So honestly think we're flipping here. I'm sure I got the best hand. I'm sure I got the best hand. Do I want to gamble with you? Do I want to gamble?
A call here is for only 1/6 of Will's remaining stack. He's got 100 big blinds left.
Clock is ticking.
No, he's got like threes.
9,
He's got threes.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Okay, I'll fold. You want to show? I'll show. Add a pair. I think we're flipping. You've got ace, queen, ace, jack, right? Yeah, I'll fold.
22 players still left in the main event. The pace has slowed to a crawl here on day 7. They'll play down to 9 and come back for the live final table.
Again, Cliff should not have called Will a clown. On the other hand, truth is the best defense, so Josephine might be acquitted in a court of law.
Playing about 4 or 5.
There has developed a gang mentality against Will at this featured table. Usually not a healthy attitude for anyone.
We played half this tournament.
Kenny Hollard on the button. 7-6 off and a raise to 575. A button steal. Kassouf in the small blind. King Jack offsuit.
Should have brought a second shirt.
Hey, you still sweat?
Yeah, I never sweat. Guess I'm nervous.
By the way, Kassouf with a top 10 stack on day 7. He was down to 9 big blinds on day 3, not too long before we got to the money.
Just a call from Kassouf. Gordon Veo on the big blind with the short stack at this table. Folds 9 tray. So we are heads up.
Well, look at him. Will had already called with big chips. Now he's making change to call with smaller chips. It's death and aggravation by 1,000 cuts.
No, we played the whole day two together.
And he uses his small chips to call, so it takes longer. It's just, it all adds up. It's the whole process. Every bit of it.
10 Jack 6, 2 clubs, top pair for Kassouf, bottom pair for Kenny Hollart.
I've got to say Kassouf's strategy is 1 part brilliant and 1 part boorish. Look how exasperated a veteran player like Cliff Josephy is. Will's dealing out maximum distress to everyone.
Top pair checks to bottom pair. Bottom pair reaching for chips. Kenny commits 775. You just know all of these guys want large chunks of Kassouf's chips.
And there's the patented repeat.
Yeah. Not a bad flop, man. How much? 775?
Yeah. He never knows exactly what the bet is. It's part of a calculated, cringe-inducing process. Hollart, a tournament director in Belgium. By this point, it's possible he would ban Kassouf from playing tournaments in Belgium.
Stand and see bet, right? No matter what comes.
There's a call from Will. Turn card deuce of hearts. Kassouf still ahead. And he checks again.
Hollart did see bet with something on the flop, but I doubt he liked Kassouf's call.
Slow down.
Can he check back? River card. Another deuce, a third club.
Sit down, you clown. Oh, sorry.
No. Rein it in there.
If Kassouf doesn't believe Hollart hit a flush, he might value bet this river.
Every second he takes is now exaggerated in the minds of his table mates.
$1.9.
About 60% of the pot.
Hollart with an inferior 2 pair here. And man, it's a re-peaking epidemic.
Right up there with wanting to take Will's chips is not wanting to give him theirs.
Yeah, I don't think Hollart can call here, but he might put Kassouf on a busted straight draw, or he might think Kassouf is just repping a flush. This is the kind of call Will envisioned in terms of getting the table so flustered and frustrated.
And he gets that call.
Will tables his hand with vigor.
Blinds are at 150, 300,000 with a 50K ante. Josephy and Kassouf battling for the chip lead at this table, among other things. Action on Will Kassouf. Ace, queen of diamonds.
Opening the action pre-flop should not take more than 15 seconds. I picked out a wedding ring for my second wife in under 15 seconds.
How'd that work out for you?
I should have kept the receipt.
Kassouf does seem to get a lot of hands to think about.
Yeah, but then when it's time for him to bet, and he is betting, I mean, right here, he's assembling a bet like he's putting together a Lego project.
You saw Hollart, who had folded, still steaming, watching Will do his thing. There is a raise, finally, to 750,000.
Maybe if we all took as long, maybe he would realize.
Lesnick in the big blind, king, queen.
Yeah, Jared in the big blind with a big target in front of him.
Lesnick with a below average stack of 10.7 million. He does call, but he'll be dominated by Kassouf's ace-queen. Who are the fans rooting for in this matchup? Here's a flop, heads up. All clubs, all small cards. Blesnik with a flush draw. Kassouf holds 2 red cards. It's check to Will.
I'm just thinking about what Will told the table during one of the earlier kerfuffles on day 7. Quote, there's a lot more that I think about than you guys do, obviously, end quote. He's got a lot of chutzpah.
Check, check. 10 of spades, ace queen is still best for Kassouf.
A lot of re-peeking, but not a lot of betting.
Blesnik trying to get a free card and hit his flush. He checks.
This is Kassouf's 5th main event. He plays 8-ball twice a week. I am sure he is a boss at the billiards hall.
Kassouf checks back. All right. River card is a queen, and no flush comes home, but that does pair both. Kassouf with top kicker. Blesnik bets $500,000 with kicker problems.
Blesnik took 7 seconds to bet that river. I don't think Kassouf will be acting in 7 seconds.
He does have something to think about. There's a raise to $1.5 million.
That is a terrific raise. Kudos to Will Kassouf. Trust me, Blesnik does not want to give another $1 million to Kassouf here, but he might not want to give up his hand either.
Blesnik counting out the $1 million. And calls. And Will Kassouf takes another one from the team. Blind on blind, Veo with ace-jack, Kassouf with 2 aces in the big blind.
No shame in folding. Got a big hand in. Just limps at the trap.
There's a call.
And just got a mediocre hand, just want to see a flop.
And the Will Kassouf mind games begin.
I've got to find out where I am, right? I think I'm ahead. That's one way to find out, unless you're trapping me with a monster. 1.2.
A raise now to Gordon, who has been most vocal of Kassouf's guerrilla poker tactics.
Talk to me, don't be shy. Cameras are rolling. Made the final 18, made the pay jump. Congratulations. This is it. Don't want to make a silly move now. This will be on TV. Wow. Still setting the trap.
Always a mind game with Will. He'd tell the guy at Chipotle he wants a chicken burrito when he really wants a steak bowl.
All diamonds and ace for both. Veo with top pair, Kassouf with a set. Veo checks.
Have a look, see if you've got a diamond so we save time. Have a look.
Veo does have a diamond. Will?
Oh, I qualify.
Of course doesn't.
You got any of that?
These two have some history. Veo has voiced his dismay with Will's antics, and he's been around for many of Kassouf's worst moments, all the way back to the Stacey Madison hand that led to Will's 1-orbit penalty.
Scary looking board. Ah, if you got it, you got it, right?
That is 1.775.
$1,775,000.
You got it, you got it. Could be a cooler, blind and blind. We can't have the same hand, surely. No shame in passing. Got the best hand at the moment.
By the way, how do you get expelled from high school 3 weeks before graduation? That's like Sid in An Officer and a Gentleman. Nobody DORs after 11 weeks at officer candidate school.
Will would love a call and then a clean board, and he gets the call.
2 even stacks, Veo in trouble.
Turn card 7 of diamonds. Veo scores a flush to grab the advantage from Kassouf and his 3 aces, and another check from Gordon.
Wow. When Veo cracked aces on day 6 to stay alive, he turned a Broadway straight, and this time he is cracking aces by turning a diamond flush. Bad beat in progress for Will Kassouf.
I suppose a blank on the turn doesn't change anything, does it?
That blank on the turn changed everything.
It's not the nut flush for Veo. And a check back. River card, another diamond. Veo with a jack of diamonds has the better flush.
Veo has the 5th nut flush. King beats him, queen beats him, and of course, an 8 of diamonds or the tray 4 would beat him with a straight flush.
He checks a third time, maybe setting himself up for a tough decision. Should Will fire away here?
Boy, Kassouf had Veo crushed in this hand. He is now crushed. It's pretty likely they'd be chopping here most of the time, both playing the board. Kassouf could be thinking of repping a big diamond in his hand with a bet. It's hard for your opponent to call if he doesn't have a big diamond, but Veo does.
3.3 million.
3.3 million to Veo with the big gulp.
River saved you, had you on the turn. Bad river card for me.
No, it was a bad turn card for you. And now maybe a bad river bet.
And there is a call from Veo.
Just playing the board.
Playing the board, not good enough.
Bad, man.
That's a shame.
Back to action now. Griffin Binger under the gun. Two black aces for the man from Queen City, Hogtown, T-Dot, the 6.
Anything else?
The big smoke, Toronto, Canada. He's going to raise it up to 875.
Griffin is 31 years old. He just feels 32 or 33 to me.
Will Kassouf, oh my, two black kings.
Big hand at the wrong time. And we now will wait for Will Kassouf because this is his time. In his defense, he also does this with 9 deuce.
And everyone will wait with him. Binger with a bigger stack by 6 million. Will's putting that number into his equation on what to do next. He creates his own metronome, though, with the shuffling of the chips.
It is impressive.
Kassouf in middle position, and he re-raises to 2.3 million.
When you've got pocket aces and someone raises, it might be the best feeling in poker.
Boy, re-raise sounds better than the Canadian national anthem to Binger right now. Long fold, so back to Binger with the aces.
I have to find out where I am. I think I'm ahead at the moment. I think you need to get lucky. Don't know if yours get lucky is good enough. No shame in passing. Got the best hand at the moment. Otherwise you'd have called by now. So I must have you beat, right? We can talk, heads up. Don't be shy. All the folks watching at home. At least crack a smile. No? Oh, incoming. Really? No. Just to Hollywood, right? How many miles from here to Hollywood, do you know? It's like 230 miles something from here to Hollywood. Do we know? How many miles from here to Hollywood?
Haven't we heard his Hollywood routine before?
2 shows nightly.
There it comes.
And there's a 4-bet to 5.6 million. Back at you, Will.
How much?
5.6.
5.6? What? Find out where you are? So I'll take it if I ship it, you're not passing then. 5.6 total.
Kassouf has built his whole image for this moment. Talk a big game, then show up with the goods, except he's crushed.
It's a month past Griffin's birthday, but he has to feel like it's right now.
Well, this could be the one then. This could be the one. Have you got me covered or have I got you covered?
She looks a little fire.
Do you know? Can you count? What's that? Have you got me covered or? Can you tell me? Okay, how much you playing in total? How much you have at the start of the hand?
Binger takes the 5th.
Does he not, can you not say?
It's over 15. He's 17, 18 at least.
Binger campaign spokesman Gordon Veo confirms Griffin's chip count. And there's the Kassouf trademarked repeat.
It's one of these coolers again, really, back to back. If you got it, right? Well, big handed, I don't think I got past. Oh, you got me beat, it's poker, isn't it? I can't, of course. Either all in or pass. What do you want me to do? You want me to go all in or fold? Talk to me. You don't say anything, I might have to ship it here.
Go right ahead, Will. You ship it, it's a shipwreck.
You want to gamble? I'm not here to ladder, I'm here to win it. I'm not laddering. Play for the win, right? You doing the same? Or are you going to wait for the next page jump for 15? 90k is 90k, right? That's the main event for the next 9 years.
Griffin looks like he'd just as soon get on with it.
Clock. I think I might have to.
You're just an abusive person, man. It's not funny. It's not a game.
Abusive? Why
You're being abusive to me.
How am I being abusive?
You're being abusive. It's called verbal abuse. What you're doing to me is verbal abuse.
You're not even gaining any information. He's
what
not
you're
talking
doing
to you.
is verbal abuse.
Why is
You're
it
a
verbal
bully. It's rude. It's mean.
It's called speech play.
It's not about.
I'm
No,
giving
it's
heads
not
up.
called speech play. It's called being a bad person. You should
How's a
really
bad
check
person?
yourself.
Why? Why
Check your privilege.
This is called speech play.
Check your privilege.
I'm trying to get information.
Check your privilege. You're a rude person.
I'm not a rude person.
You're a rude person. It's verbal abuse. This is what it feels like. See, now you're looking. He's not your daddy. He's not going to help you. Stop. No one is going to help you.
You don't need to go on tilt.
No one is going to help you.
It's called speech
The
play.
bet
Heads
is
up.
5.6 million
Heads up.
chips.
5.6.
That is what the bet is.
5 chips. Okay. Yeah, I understand that. I'm trying to get information from you.
No, you're verbally abusing me.
It's not verbal abuse.
Yes, it is. Ask anyone else here. Your word against theirs.
You want to gamble? Okay, I'm all in.
I call.
Let's go.
Come on, baby. Let's go. Whatever happens, he's cooler. Whatever happens, he's cooler.
He's never folding anyway.
Put a
king's
king,
about?
I don't care. Put a king, I don't care. I'm not slow rolling him. Put a king out there, I'm fine. My life is good. Screw this
Now
guy.
we're having fun. Now we're playing poker.
Now would be the time. King of Hearts, watch. Watch
Give
now
it
the
to him.
Hollywood,
It doesn't matter.
All
He's
this
still
Hollywood.
miserable. I'm happy.
Verbal abuse. I'll show you verbal abuse. You can't take it. You can't take it. That's right. Let it get to you. You're losing it.
Let it get to me.
You see me smiling all the time.
I'm still smiling.
Yeah, you let it get to you. I get under your skin, man. Get under your skin. We've got fireworks now. Let's go. Let's go. The king's coming. I'm telling
That's
you now.
fine. That's
King
fine.
of Hearts on the flop.
That won't change
King
my
of
life.
Hearts on the
It
flop.
won't change
They're
my
gonna be fire.
life.
They're going to lift off now.
It won't change my life.
Watch. All right. Put the King of Hearts on the pow. Smash him. King of Hearts on the
I
flop.
have aces, he
Smash
has
him.
kings for everything. We have the aces, yes.
Smash him.
Becomes who cares?
If this gets any worse, it might rival the Russian roulette scene in The Deer Hunter.
Kassouf at risk.
I say King of Hearts, big heart. King of Hearts on the flop.
Almost 28 million in the pot.
King one time.
If it comes, it comes.
King.
It's okay.
No king.
Okay, we're good.
This feels like will against the world, and the world is winning.
I know.
3, and we'll send this little
If it happens, it happens. It's happened to me before. I'll be fine.
Kassouf stands isolated at the crux of his main event.
3, baby.
Turn card does nothing for Will Kassouf.
Oh, come on.
What's that? King of the river. Did it say in the earpiece? King of the river. King of Hearts of the river. We're nice.
3 ball.
One time. One time.
Clear that board.
One
Clear
time.
that board. Clear that baby board. Let's go. 3.
No
3.
king, no more
3.
Kassouf.
Look it out there. Show
Any
me.
kings about?
Show me
Ping.
3. Show me 3.
Come on! Come on! Has he got me covered? Hey, can someone get a count?
Will wants a count. His count is 0 and falling.
This massive transaction officially complete, leaving Will Kassouf on the outside looking in.
So much. Like that should have been. Yeah, that should have been in 5 seconds.
Out in 17th place.
I'll play him in.
That's a shame.
Good game, man.